In this episode of Week to Wicket, presented by Golden Star Classic Auto Parts, Mustang 360 will transform this 1967 Mustang Fastback body shell into a running, driving, burnout-performing street killer. Follow along at Mustang360.com.
All right, so it's the morning of day 3, and we stayed late last night. Fabbed up the trans mount, so that's all done. Engine and trans are in for good. Christian's gonna hang the headers now. We also are gonna do the radiator, tranny lines, and the forward control pack. That means we're gonna wire the entire engine today, so let's get going.
So it's pretty obvious when you pull a plug out of a motor with 80,000 miles on it that it's time to change the thing. You get all sorts of stuff like gap growth, corrosion, and whatnot, and truthfully, the plug impacts the performance of the car, and it's no good anymore, right? So, the real question is, why would you change plugs in a brand new crate motor? Well, with E3, changing plugs will give you more power, better fuel efficiency, and reduced emissions. So what we're doing on this Week to Wicket build is we're taking out the factory plugs and replacing them with E374, which is our OEM replacement plug for the Ford Coyote motor. In boosted Coyote applications, we've actually seen upwards of 8 horsepower and 14 foot-pounds of torque simply by changing to the E3 spark plug.
So while I was in Texas working on our Fastback project, I had the opportunity to go visit Painless Performance Products and check out their wiring. Here's that segment now.
We're here in Fort Worth, Texas. Our founder moved here from Indiana to get away from the winters a long time ago. Ended up starting the company in 1990. We're a little ways away from here, but we've been in this building since '04. We're roughly 43,000 square feet, employ around 60 people, about half being production, half being kind of in the office and tech line and engineering, all that stuff. So we have our raw inventory good where all our receivables, everything that we bring in here, all the small parts, then those go kind of in the bins. When we get work orders, we have a bunch of wire cut, wire print. We do all of the wire printing, all the striping, all that stuff's done in-house. We have kind of the trees where those wires lay onto. When they roll around, they get terminated. They get put on layout boards and things like that. We usually produce stuff in minimum of 25 parts in a run. So they'll be kind of working their way through and works its way through QC and quality check and just gets into the warehouse and out to the consumer. So one thing that I think a lot of people find crazy is there's no automation, there's no way for it to be that. It's a long process to do these things, and it kind of blows people's minds when they come and see them individually pinning out the fuse blocks and grouping the wires into sections and all the things like that. And every product that you see of ours out there, anything you order from whoever you order your parts from, comes out of this shop. The production area is all of 10 feet behind my office and everything, so we're a big, small operation. It's awesome to be a part of.
We've done Week to Wickets in the past, and the guys came up to us and had this 460 horsepower Coyote motor, and they needed a solution for the cooling. So we worked closely with B-Cool, and they provided the radiator, and it's a direct fit replacement radiator for that vehicle. And we were able to, fit the dual electric fan right onto that radiator. We used one of our stock 16836 A12 dual power packs, and we integrate the fan into the shroud. So we're not just throwing fans onto a shroud and calling it a kit. This is an integrated system to get the maximum airflow.
course, many people are familiar with the Duralast line of automotive replacement parts, and people use those quite a bit for their daily driver. Well, Duralast is a quality product and can be easily used in a performance application such as our Week to Wicked 1967 Mustang. Today we're installing their ProPower AGM battery and Duralast remanufactured starter on our Ford Performance Kraton.
All right, so we're coming to the end of day 3, and we've wrapped up quite a few things: fuel system, cooling system, ran a bunch of wiring. Still gonna do a little bit more tonight before we take off, so tune in tomorrow.